Man, we have a big message today to the church on At a Glance. Thanks for checking out this video. If this is your first time, my name's Terry. I'm excited you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so below. Turn on the notifications. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're listening from and watching this and checking this out. I'd love to hear from you. All right, we're going to jump into this story today, kind of referred to as the Tower of Babel. And I believe this message is really to the church. I believe there are some significant things that we can learn from this story that should speak directly to the church. So if you're watching this video, I would love for you to share it with your pastor, share it with your church family. Let's take a look at this story and let's see what we can learn from it and apply to our life. So we're going to be in Genesis chapter 11 today. First thing that we can learn from this story is this: they wanted to make their name known. They wanted to make their name known. Wow. That is just the opposite of why God put us here. He brought us and put us here upon this earth to make His name known, to bring glory and honor to His name. And let's take a listen to this verse, and I believe you'll see what I'm talking about. It says in verse 4 of Genesis 11, "And they said, 'Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth.'" Man, did you hear it? Let us build ourselves a city. Let us make our name known. Listen, it's not about our city. It's not about our name. It's about the kingdom and His name. Let us never come to the place to where we make it about us, to where we try to turn the attention towards us. We were created and put upon this earth for God's glory, not our own. So let's not be found guilty of the same mistake that they made here in the Tower of Babel. The second big problem we see here in the story of the Tower of Babel is this: they only wanted to gather and not scatter. Back in Genesis 9, we see that God said the same thing to Noah that He said to Adam. He said, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." But this is what they did. They only wanted to gather. They only wanted to come together and never scatter and take the message. I believe the church is very guilty of that sometime. And again, I love coming together with my church family, man. We have some of the most incredible people on this planet, and I love them. But what we're called to do is, once we gather together, is go scatter and take that message to a world that needs it. It's real easy to sometimes get the us and them mindset. You know, the church and the world, and we always keep them separate. Jesus said this: to go into all the world, preach the gospel. So listen, let's not make the same mistake that they made in the Tower of Babel and only just gather around people that are just like us. Now again, when we go to those places, when we come to the people that are not like us, we're there to tell them the truth. We're there to show them love. But we can't do that if only thing we're doing is coming together and never scattering. All right, guys, the third takeaway is this: they thought they could get to heaven on their own. That's right. They thought they could build this tower to heaven. They thought they could get to Him. And even in this story, it says that God had to come down to them. And that is the message of the gospel. Jesus came to us. He came to us, and He came to where we were at. And let us never get to the place to where we think that we no longer need Him. I don't care how long you've been saved. I don't care how long you've been in the church. Don't ever think that you can somehow pay God back for the grace that He has shown to you. Don't somehow ever come to the place to where you think you no longer need Him. Man, I need Him more today than I did yesterday. And so listen, let us never come to the place to where we think that we can get there on our own. If you're checking this video out and you're not a Christian, listen, this is my hope and this is my prayer, is that this video has somehow kind of scattered across the internet. It's come to you, and today you hear this: the gospel message that Jesus came down from heaven to this earth to take away your sins. man, so that you can have a relationship with him. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about having a relationship with Jesus. And listen, you can never get there on your own. That's why he came to you. So listen, today, if you've never surrendered your life to Christ, I encourage you to do so today. If you have questions, need to talk to someone, hit me up on a comment below. I'd love to talk to you. Love to pray with you. And again, next time, man, I hope you'll come back, stay connected to this channel as we keep going through the Bible together. And I also want to encourage you to do this. Find a church home. Find a place where you can get together, man, with other people and grow in your faith if you've surrendered your life to Jesus today.